A couple of things in your division I wanted to ask you about, Paddy. Were you surprised at all that Topuria ended up going up to 155? Because there was some talk that this was going to be a title defense against Volkanovski versus at featherweight, and then all of a sudden he's jumping up to your weight class. What did you make of that?
Yeah, I thought he was going to defend. Know what I mean? He's only defended the belt once, and I think it was I know he's knocked a lot of people out, but against Volk had only just recovered from getting head kicked 12 weeks earlier and knocked clean out by Islam. So I think if he fought Volk again, it'd be a different fight. I think he half ran away from Volk, but you can't really say that because he knocked him out with a punch last year. But I think he knew Volk was going to give him a run for his money. So he thought, no, I'll just vacate and I'll move up. But I don't understand why he's moved up. He's tiny. He's saying he can't make the weight anymore, but he's tiny. He's not even a big featherweight. Never mind big enough for lightweight. If he fights Islam, he'll get manhandled and he'll get submitted. So I don't even understand why he's moved up.
What about, listen, that could be something that you see in the future now that is in your weight class. What do you imagine you do against him?
I think I'm also manhandling him. Know what I mean? Anyone who's ever fought, Tony started to have a boxing match with him, which is just stupid. He's got good boxing. He's got power in his hands. We'll have to see how the power transfers up to 155 because he's fighting bigger men. And if I fought him, I'd just kick him round the cage until I took him down and then submit him.
There's a little bit of a back and forth between you and Dustin Poirier. He said he didn't want to do his last fight against you, but if you beat Michael Chandler, do you feel like, hey, would that pique his interest? You think to maybe do a Poirier fight, or no interest from you on that?
No, of course I'm interested in fighting anyone that's ranked above me, and Dustin Poirier's half a legend. I meant no disrespect when I said stuff about Poirier, but I think he took it personally. So. If he wants to get beat up, I'd beat him up because I think he's another person who I beat. Like most of the top 5 of my division, they're on the way out. They're getting old. And as you know, this is a young man's sport. I'm just coming into my prime. If when I beat Chandler, I'll probably mention Poirier, mention Charles, mention Ilia, because they're the people above me that I want to fight. And again, I think I beat Dustin Poirier. But I can understand where he's coming from, know what I mean? If he is only having one more fight, then I wouldn't fight me either, because you don't want to finish your career on a loss, and you want to try and get as much money in as you possibly can.